Alright, so this is the 6th video in the series of local SEO training, and I'm going to cover some extra additional resources for you to go study and learn from some other third parties. And really, I've given you pretty much everything you need to know to be very successful in marketing your own local business. But if you just want some extra information, these are a couple of my favorite very reliable sources. You can always find your own if you have specific questions by just simply Googling them. But just be aware that there is some misinformation out there, and always beware of scammers. You know, those emails I'm sure you get at least once a week from some guy trying to say he'll get you ranked the top page of Google, guaranteed. Just be very leery of those type of things, because the more often than not they're scams. If they do accomplish that, they're most likely doing it in ways that you're going to get you in trouble. Any good process will take time, most likely 2 to 3 months before you even start seeing a difference. And you just kind of got to keep hammering at it. And like I said earlier in one of the videos, it's a constant thing. You got to build that content. You got to create those citations and always getting backlinks, constantly getting backlinks, constantly doing new data and new content. So enough with that. But Moz, as I mentioned before, one of my favorite sources. They publish a ton of information. This was actually some of the very first information I read when I was getting into the industry, was from published by Moz. Very reputable company. They also do a ton of testing, and so a lot of their theories, and they'll talk about their testing, are backed by actual tests. They'll publish websites and adjust it and play with it to see what Google does to it in its ranking positions, and so they're a good place to look. And so a couple of things is just this Learn SEO section. This section has a lot of helpful information, and I'm actually going to talk about a couple of these. Their top is the Beginner's Guide to SEO. Awesome guide, worth the read. Go through and read it. It'll cover a lot of the same information that I have in these videos, but maybe reading it will help you pick up some extra things that, or some things that I missed. The Beginner's Guide to Link Building. Link building is another word for backlinks. A lot of people use different words for it. Backlinks, link building, all the same thing. Okay. Beginner's Guide to Social Media, workshops and training. Learn local marketing. Learn content marketing. Mozinars, which is their webinars. They've got a whole wealth of information to look through here on their Learn SEO, tab. Okay, so browse through that. If any of those topics, strike an interest, hit them up. I'm going to recommend, obviously, this Beginner's Guide to SEO. Very in-depth, very good guide. It goes through chapter by chapter. It's kind of fun and kind of funny. It's very long, but it's well worth the read. Kind of divided into 10 different chapters. A very, very good overall view of search engine optimization, and they got a lot of good graphics. So if you're confused, a lot of their graphics, they try to help visually aid in some of their discussion here. So definitely read this one. Social media, if you're wanting to get into social media marketing, again, this talks more about it. Goes more through it, and it just, again, wealth of information here. Content marketing. So content marketing is simply what we talked about, of creating content to boost your SEO and to bring in more clients. Okay, and this talks about the concept of content marketing and how to use it. Now, you maybe have heard content is king, as they talk about content is everything. Well, they go down about creating a content strategy, building a framework and a team. This goes on to what I talked about. Find other people to work with, even if it's, not necessarily your competitor, but someone that's in the same industry and the same consumer that you target. Work together, build some good relationships, and keep building that content. So this goes through a lot of information there that's really good if you want to reinforce some of the information I gave you on content. Okay. This is another one that I've found. I actually have not read the book, so I don't know. I'm not going to vouch for it, but I vouch for the people behind it. They're some of the original people that created a company called Hubspot, which is my next one that I'm going to talk about. But they created this concept and kind of pioneered the term inbound marketing. Okay, inbound marketing, content marketing, we're all referring to the same thing. Inbound means you're pulling people in using content and value-added information, okay? Attract, engage, delight. That's their kind of catchphrase. But you want to draw people in. Give them value. Give them something that actually helps them. Get them in there and prove that you're an authority in your subject, okay? Well, I believe they have some free courses that you can go through on this website. And then there's their book, their book that you can purchase and read if you so choose. Okay, now on to HubSpot. This is HubSpot, so I went specifically to their blog. HubSpot does a ton of stuff. Like I said, they pioneered kind of the concept of inbound marketing, or that phrase per se, and they also do a lot in sales, and they offer some products to help lead generation if you're generating leads. Okay, and their products are pretty expensive, so most people can't afford it unless you're a really big company. We used HubSpot's products when I worked for a high-end marketing firm, but the companies we worked with, to afford this product, I mean, you're talking $1,000 a month. They were making millions. So awesome software, but all in all, it's typically not for the local business level. But their information is really, really good. How to plan a content marketing strategy, start to finish guide. Awesome. Go through their blog. They got a ton of content. They're always putting out awesome content. It's a very authoritative, very good site to look at and to review. So that's kind of the basic directions I'm gonna direct you if you're looking for more information, and you need some just to fill in some gaps or want to read more up about it. Again, if you have any questions, send us an email, info@dreammtn.services, and we'll do the best we can to help you out. If you ever this is too much work and you don't want to do all this marketing yourself, give us a call. We have some plans that are very affordable and work well for local businesses, and we can do a lot of this work for you. It's what I do a lot, and anyways, so that's about really all I have to share with you. We can get into some more detailed topics maybe later on down the road, but that'll get you started.